What's going on, y'all, man? Welcome to SNL TV. React to the most funny and interesting things that we see online. You got your boy Senzu Sim, and you got your boy
lllucyd.
Yes, sir. And for this video, we got, I was right about Faze. So apparently, Faze, I guess they dropped out. Everybody left it. I don't know too much about it, cause it just happened recently, and I ain't get to touch up on it. But I'm pretty sure Jay's been tracking about what happened. So yeah, I ain't gonna say too much before we get into it. But before we do, Jay, you got anything?
You kind of put me on the spot because I don't know anything. This is my first. I just know it happened about something that happened with Faze, but I don't know like exactly what was going on. So I'm catching up just like you right now.
But for sure, then we all watching for the first time, goddamn. But with that, let's jump right into it.
We had no control. Or it's like we're puppets. At least that's what it felt like. Anything could happen at any moment.
They tried to make that pay 20 bands a month. What the? Making him look like this ego monster. Don't know the truth, bro.
I find you guys all to be incredibly ungrateful.
I
find you guys all to have insane egos, and I think it's disgusting and makes me sick to my stomach. And I'm here to tell you, as former Faze Banks, this was one of the worst decisions I've ever made in my entire life.
One of the worst decisions you could have made in your life? That is so interesting. While last year seemed to be year of the Faze, this year has not gone so well. It all kind of kicked off with Plaque Max announcing his departure from the group, and ever since then, things have kind of been spiraling. And just yesterday, at least this commentary channel got one of the greatest gifts that could have possibly happened. Pretty much every single creator that was affiliated with Faze put out a tweet saying, left Faze Clan. I'm talking about Silky, Ron, Jason, Lacey, Adapt. Bodies. Faze lost seemingly most of their current roster, and we've got to talk about it on this momentous day. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Us unemployed got to stick together, and it would be greatly appreciated. Now, back into the celebration. Now, Faze isn't new to doing any sorts of different promotions, so when all of the Faze members came out and said left at Faze Clan simultaneously, it kind of didn't surprise anybody. People thought that it was just another one of their, subathons, marathons being promoted for what's to come. But some of us that follow the Twitter communities saw that, hey, there was a house up for sale. There were people being seen in different locations. There was a little bit of a breadcrumbing that had happened over the past couple of days that makes this moment in time make so much more sense. And to get the ball rolling even further away from the conversation about this being any sorts of promo, Plaque Max's legitimate cousin, Fatboy Dip, came to the internet and started to spill some tea that was so hot. I had Boy Dip.
I just had to talk because usually we talk in like the first minute and we won't say nothing. Niggas really out here, everybody putting their family on. I know like 4 or 5 fucking YouTubers who be like, who done put their family on. I know like Berlazy, he done put his sister on to YouTube. RDC, obviously, shit, they be having everybody they know onto that shit.
Oh god.
Who else? Trying to think of some more people. I said 4 or 5. I just put my own self on the spot. God damn it. I want to say Dashy. That nigga used to have his co-workers in the YouTube video. That shit was funny. Oh, and then there was another dude who do YouTube. I forgot what his name is, but he be telling people how to get money on YouTube and shit. Like there were different careers to get in, or like side hustles.
Shit, even
fucking older brother on.
Yeah, I better say even Speed. I think he was trying to get his little brother on it.
Oh yeah. Shit, Kai. That nigga done put. Ain't half of them niggas like his cousins or something like that. Or like his, no, some of them be like friends and shit. So yeah, YouTube the way to go. Streaming, one or the other.
No, that's crazy. 20K a month, or give a percentage of his income to stay in the Faze guest house. Damn,
that's crazy.
Shit, I would've moved somewhere else too. What the fuck?
Oh, and God.
Came to the internet and started to spill some tea that was so hot I had to blow it off 50,000 times.
Oh, hold on. I did not know that. I thought he was getting paid. That nigga said he was paying 20K a month.
Yeah.
To stay in the Faze. Oh, hell no.
Oh, me, yeah. That shit is crazy.
Still get burned when I drank it.
Gang, you see that little townhouse that Max was in? They tried to make that pay 20 bands a month. What the?
Whoa.
What the fuck?
And it was a little townhouse? Yeah, GG's, no.
A little townhouse? You could have paid niggas that much. That's crazy.
Yeah, nah, they wildin'.
Percentage of myself. What the?
Yo. Hello?
But Max is such a good, he just, yo, bro, I just want to, and now he's like, Max, look crazy, look like egoed out. No, that's not cool though. Like, taking on the chin, making him look like this ego monster. don't know the truth, bro.
Now, up until that point, it was unverified what was going on, but what reason would Plaqueboy Max's cousin have to lie about situations that happened? People forget when Max left, he was seen as like the black sheep in this situation. He was painted out to be the bad guy. He was the villain and all these things. And my ears were percolating because my pot has been stewing. This perpetual stew has been going on for about a year now, but I had to wait. Now, on top of just about every single Faze member saying that they had left Faze, the Faze account themselves also unfollowed every single member. And everybody started pointing their fingers again at Faze Banks saying, what did he do this time? But he quickly reminded us that, hey, I have nothing to do with Faze. What's going on right now? I left 4 months ago. It's unfortunate to see what's going on. Everybody the best, blase, blase, blah. You know, getting out in front of it just like any sort of PR person would do. This seemingly triggered Plaqueboy Max though, because what happens next seems to be a total scorched earth moment that wasn't intercepted by anybody. So we are very much inclined to believe that what he says about why he left Faze and the things that happened between him, some of the management, the senior leadership, and the group as a whole, it's jarring, it's damning.
But we had a sponsor for that day, and niggas didn't end up doing the sponsor. Game night.
This nigga got a bunch of fucking tattoos. Oh my god.
Niggas didn't end up doing the sponsor. There was difficulties with the sponsor. Yeah. After that happened, according to the assistants and staff of the creators, because I'm not gonna lie, I just really don't remember. But they said that Faze has pulled everybody for the rest of the month and sent niggas home early. This is the first time where in my head I went, okay, so how much control do we have here?
Wow.
And how much control do niggas have over us?
Yeah. It's a very valid question. Plaqueboy Max goes on to allude to the fact that he and the other members of Faze that signed on to the organization didn't have as much control as he once thought they did. You see, on a live stream about a year ago, I remember one Faze Banks saying to me specifically that, hey, you know, we just really rock with these guys. We support these guys. We're just behind them. And, you know, we want to get behind their creative.
Yeah, stop right here. This whole, I mean, they basically turned into a record label for streamers. And I don't know how they didn't notice that, nigga. If they paid you to get into this shit, of course they gonna want you to do what they want you to do with their, if they putting money into it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like any record label, any football team, anything that somebody gonna pay you to do, like a job. I mean, this is different than a job, but like I said, I put it more of on like a record label or a football team type shit. Like,
oh, for sure,
yeah. So I don't see how they didn't think like, at some, because they do have a lot of creative control, because you know Plaqueboy Max be doing all his shit. It really just be like, as long as you making money, nigga, goddamn, do your thing. But once they be like, I don't know, if it's like I guess with the sponsor thing it was a little different, but I mean, like I said, it's kind of like a record label almost. So yeah.
I want to say I've seen a movie similar to that, like that type of situation. Like he was like paying a dude, but like not in like money. Like he was giving him cars and like jewelry and clothes and shit like that. So like when it was time for Buddy to pay his rent and shit, he was like, they wasn't giving him actual money and shit like that. So it wasn't working out. But yeah, I see how it is. So let me plug this shit.
See him got a movie reference for every fucking thing.
I got to. Shit based on real life.
Much making it seem as though, you know, he was just fully supportive, no strings attached. But as Max is detailing and outlining here that is not the case. He goes on to highlight different times in which the organization decided to flex their muscle and their power. One time in particular in which they kicked lllucyd out of the group.
Y'all remember when lllucyd got kicked from Faze? He really got kicked from Faze. He got kicked from Faze because according to the assistants and the staff and the cameramen, they said that he had missed a video shoot or something, and we were missing video shoots, and so he actually got kicked from Faze. Granted,
that's crazy.
He was allowed back.
Not a nigga got write-ups.
That's crazy. Niggas all had combos, but yes, he got kicked from Faze.
He then goes on to seemingly verify what his cousin said in his stream about him having to pay a certain percentage of his earnings / pay $20K a month in order to rent out some sort of townhouse in the back. And he also hints that the other members are caught up in some sort of drama or ordeal, but ultimately he and themselves signed these contracts that had them connected to the Faze name and the Faze brand. I think we're seeing a lot of content creators in 2025, specifically from the streaming side, signed to these organizations, signed to these production companies, signed to these management firms that ultimately take control of who they are and what they do, which is completely contradictory to the whole reason why a lot of these content creators hopped into the streaming space in general. Hey, this is not traditional media, but I still want to be in the media space. I want to have control over what I do. Now, kind of as a hindsight 2020 and a forewarning for people coming up after them, these people aren't just going to throw throw bags at you just to throw bags at you. There's going to have to be something attached to it. No matter what a 40-year-old says on a live stream, they're not just going to put...
Is that what?
No, I was saying exactly. This is what I was saying. It's going to be... You can't just throw money and be like, oh, do what you want. Like, nah, nigga, it's some stipulations.
Yeah.
You in a mansion, pipe you up, give you all these lit aspirations and fulfill all your creative dreams without anything being attached to it at all. No. That's not how that works. And I do think it was interesting that when I had that sit down that Max kind of wasn't as vocal as, you know, some of the others, but we'll get back to that at a different time. Ultimately, Max felt like he was shafted in a lot of regards by Faze, blindsided by the organization, not the members. But because he likes to talk so much and not have his name slung through the dirt, it was about time that Faze Banks spoke out about the situation. And boy, he seemingly turned his back on everybody.
I just watched some clips from this Black Boy Max stream where he's playing a laugh track over my tweet. And it's like, Max, I know we've had like our individual differences, and I know I haven't really seen eye to eye with a lot of the talent because truthfully and honestly, I find you guys all to be incredibly ungrateful. I find you guys all to have insane egos. And I think it's disgusting and makes me sick to my stomach that your guys' relationships with each other and with every other streamer and your community included is so incredibly fake. You got the best actors on planet Earth and you've made a complete career out of all of it. Max, these are your boys, but these are the same guys that said they fucking hated your guts after you left. And you know, you're the program and you have an ego the size, you think you're Travis Scott and this and that. And also like Max, multiple conversations about how Ron's content's cringe and you guys didn't fuck with the dap. None of you guys fucked with Lacey or Jason in the beginning.
That nigga emptied the whole clip. That nigga said, nah, that's crazy.
In a normal life, after he tweeted, I'm going on with my life, I think he said he's 40 years old or something like that. In a normal life, if they wasn't in front of Twitch or Twitch streamers, dead ass would have never said nothing about this, like at all after this. When they gave a fuck about the stream at all. Yeah. But like the fact that they Twitch streamers and like drama drive sales and shit like that and drive streams and all that and video and views, he literally had to get on there and talk crap. Cause dead ass, if I don't know, maybe I'm different, but dead ass, if I was hearing all that shit, looking at the stream, I'd be like, these niggas, like he said, he would have been in his own head, like, these niggas lame, these niggas big ego, these niggas fake as fuck. I'm just never not even gonna talk to these niggas again. If I really just got my check up like that and making my money, never gonna speak of that shit again. Like basically what happened? Like the Ty Lil situation, he'd spoken that shit once because he knew the truth. Yeah. And then was done with that shit because he was like, all right, bro, I'm not about to keep going into this. But the girl had to keep talking about that shit because that's damn near the only way she was gonna get her money for real, because that was the first time I heard about the girl other than like one other time. But yeah, it was just like, yeah, so I don't know. This nigga 40 still talking about that shit. I know Plant Boy matching him like 20, so you know they still into that drama shit, but 40 or whatever fucking age he is, crazy to still be talking about or come back on the internet and talk about.
Nasty work. Oh god. But
you guys didn't want these guys to live anywhere near you. You barely wanted to share a brand with them. But Faze was gonna fund a Miami house for you, Rage, Silky, and Kason. So fuck it.
Wait a minute.
What we can get, and then it all worked. And we forced this relationship.
Hold on now. If I recall, that is not what was told to me. Now, I'm gonna stop being petty here because I picked up a lot of audience that doesn't know necessarily the saga. But last year, I made a video speaking about Faze. And in that video, I outlined a couple of things that struck a nerve between a couple of the members, specifically Stable Ron and Lacey. Now, that night, or maybe the next one, I was invited to be on a live stream with Stable Ron so we can go through that conversation and discourse. And I thought that we had a pretty good conversation for what it's worth. We both came in there with some misunderstandings about each other. We came to some conclusions and agreements. And even when Lacey popped in, it was ultimately a productive conversation for what it was worth. I think we all left with better understandings of what was going on, who we were, gained perspective and insight about each other. And I thought that it was a very mature conversation. There was even a couple of times where Ron would tell his community, yo, like I'm actually trying to like understand here. So, you know, stop getting on his dick about doing stuff, et cetera, et cetera. So kudos to those guys. But the tides turned specifically when Faze Banks stepped stepped into the conversation and took it totally left. And in
looking
that
like
conversation,
they
he said things that kind of contradict what's being said today. Now, from a business perspective, I totally get it, gang. You funded a lot of the projects, and it would seem very ungrateful of these people who you've funded to be, you know, so ungrateful afterwards, not appreciative, whatever the case may be. But that didn't really address what Black Boy Max kind of just said there. And you saying that they threw each other under the bus, they didn't like each other in the beginning, this, that, and the third, albeit a reiteration and maybe an exaggeration of conversations had previously. That's a complete contradiction as to what you said. Plus, if you ask some people that were very close to Faze during this time, that doesn't match up what's being done in real time. But we'll get into that in 2 seconds.
I don't know, man. I failed miserably. It's not the first L that I'm taking in my life. It's not the first time I've failed. But yeah, I wish that, in a weird way, I do wish that I fucking was closer to the fold the last 4 or 5 months. I don't think that this all would have happened this way.
Is it time to victory lap this yet? No, not yet. We'll save that for later on tonight. Banks goes on for another 12 minutes talking about, you know, how Twitter comms are negative, how these kids only care about their viewers and they'll do anything for them. They'll believe whatever they say, etc., etc. And in a follow-up to the video that he posted, he put out a tweet saying, these guys had free housing, free filmers and staff, all Faze channels, 0% income shared. Their money and platforms all skyrocketed after meeting me, but I'm the bad guy. None of it makes sense. And like I said above, I'm going to get into all the details tomorrow. Now, as we wait for that glorious live stream to happen, the only thing that we have to really listen to are people from the Faze clan that were a part of this situation, and we have people that were close to them. During my research for this video, I found a tweet that Stable Ronaldo liked saying that, I cannot believe this is a grown man I'm listening to speak right now. No accountability, victimizing himself and throwing the boys under the bus, saying fake relationships and secretly hating BS. And that in-depth shit dead pissed me off. That's from a fan, but like by Stable Ronaldo, I don't know. Another like tweet by Ron stated that being 34 years old and not taking accountability for ruining your business 2 times now is insane. This motherfucker always blaming other people for his failures in life. Heavy statements from ex-members directly, but let's see what adjacent people to these streamers, to these people in Faze clan have to say. Friend of the show TK decided to go live and react to this situation, and what he said about Banks and the whole situation was very telling about how he viewed this whole entire project. It's a big money grab.
Is it really help if you was telling niggas you gotta pay me a percentage of your streams or your revenue to be a part of what we're doing here?
Again,
mind you, before these niggas joined Faze, what was Faze's relevancy? What was Faze's existence? Who was Faze? I'm not mad because he did a business move the wrong way. I'm mad because this nigga sitting here talking about it like, oh, I did so much for these niggas and all I did was love these niggas and all I'm asking for them is to sign a 360. Sign your soul away to me, little monkey. You little streamer dancer. Like, so what, you little idiot? Like, god damn. I gave you so much. I loved y'all so much like brothers. We built this shit from the ground, gang. And I let y'all get into it. So just sign your soul away. How fucking dare you be so ungrateful that you don't sign your fucking soul to me? Nigga, what are we fucking talking about, bro?
Hey, yo. Scum TK, a streamer and friend of your age, a current?
Now, first of all, he said sign your soul away. We don't know the percentages. Maybe it was that outrageous, especially if a nigga said he was trying to make him pay $20K. To stay in the house. It's fucking I keep using that word. Anyways, I don't think it's bad to ask for a percentage if I did give you all that stuff to start your career, if that makes sense. So, but it depends on the percentage. Like any record label, any record deal, or signing anything, they're gonna ask for a percentage. Like even when you do like sponsors or some shit like that, they ask for a percentage if we give you this stuff or something like that. Or, you know, we do certain stuff for you. So I don't think that was the bad thing. I guess it was I guess it was like the overextension of a percentage or something like that, or that $20K, like I said. So
yeah, that shit was ridiculous. But no, I see what you're saying. Because like old dude said, like from a business standpoint, that's not a bad idea to get a percentage. As long as they're still within your phase or whatever. That wasn't bad at all. Until they leave, then they could leave. But yeah, while they in there, I don't see that as a bad thing.
Percentages, buddy. Just like Twitch, they ask for a percentage too. Goddamn. It's just the bigger you get, you get to negotiate. But yeah.
Oh God.
I don't know. Maybe that's something I'm missing.
Remember, he hasn't tweeted out that he's left Faze. Went on live and refuted and debunked and stated that what Banks was saying was untrue in a lot of the regards, in a lot of the situations. There's one instance where Faze Banks says that he's never made any money from Faze, and Scum TK, again, somebody very close to this situation, completely refutes that allegation and says that it's totally false.
I have never made not one singular dollar outside of my...
You didn't just sell your stake in Faze? I don't care. I'm tripping. I'm leaking. I'm sorry. You didn't just sell your stake in Faze?
Oh wow.
Niggas can't do shit to me. Black Sharks pull up. I got a
digging in him, TK.
We can keep doing this. You didn't just
Wait,
come up
so who has
right
left
off
Faze
this
so
shit.
far?
Even Aiden Ross, somebody very close to Faze Banks and the corporate side of streaming, who was behind the scenes, went ahead and did his attempt at scorching the earth by outing the fact that not only did he help Faze financially, but revealing the truth behind what happened between the real owners and the content side of things.
They're using Faze's foundation, their money to buy stuff for shoots, brand deals, like Faze has been doing, right? It's a corporate business. So they never signed that 20% initially. They come after them a year and a half later and then ask for the 20%. That is where I think that's in the wrong.
That's wrong.
Because listen,
Okay,
if your
yeah,
intention
yeah,
was
yeah.
to sign these guys for 20% to join Faze,
Yeah.
they probably would have all done it.
Yep.
But now you waited till they're big and they already have millions of followers and dollars. So why would they sign a contract? You can't put a deal in their fucking face at this point.
Yeah, nah.
You understand? I understand both sides here. They wouldn't have
That's
done
bad.
it. Well, then, Lico, then you could argue that they wouldn't be as big as they are. Or you can argue that, you know, there's many arguments to make. I think they would have done it. Maybe not all of them.
All in all, this is messy because unlike we were told in the beginning, this seems to be way more business as opposed to real, genuine friendships, you know, handling things the right way, the proper way. It seems very shady and underhanded. Now, I know over the next couple of days, we are going to hear, you know, the different sides and people are going to have to speak about this. But this is very interesting, especially because last year, people who kind of called this stuff out were killed over some of their criticisms and takes. So now I'm putting a call to action. Two things. One, I will be live tonight going over what Faze Banks is going to be saying in his stream where he announces everything. I'm pretty sure others will be speaking out about it by that time, so that'll give us a lot to react to. I really want to stay glued to this because I am kind of ready to skip around the room. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. But two, and most importantly, make sure you get this to them. Ron, Lacey, I'm extending you guys an invitation just like you extended me an invitation to talk about these things. Hell, I'll do it for Max. I'll do it for Silky. I'll do it for Jason. I'll do it for whoever. Adapt as well. Especially because it's really messed up hearing that he's also leaving this organization knowing what this organization meant to him. But to you two guys who generously granted me your platform, I want to do the same for you. Hell, I'll even fly you to be in studio with me so we can have this conversation in real time. But I just want to talk. I just want to get it all out there.
Money.
And I just want to ask, why did Faze Banks lie to me? Why did Faze Banks lie to us?
That was a pretty good video, not gonna lie. Yeah,
What was good about it?
the information. I'm saying his video, the creator who made this. I'm not saying what happened in there was good, but yeah, this shit happens almost every day throughout the world, whether in different scenarios and shit like that. It just don't get recorded. It's just not like, oh, it's off the streamer platform, so everybody won't get to see it the way we do. Yeah, that's just insane. I'm not gonna lie. All the information, like, yeah, we said the business thing wasn't bad, but then they said that came later on. If he had his intentions to do that, he should then in the first place, I believe that. He just seen they were making money and said, hold on, I made these guys, I want a percentage now, just do that shit in there. Yeah, this shit happened to like real life people doing other jobs and shit.
It was a very bad business move. How the fuck you gonna do that shit after these niggas getting money? What the fuck? He could have made way more money, even if he would have set an even smaller percentage, like a 10% and shit like that. You still would have been making hella money just off them doing their thing, and you wouldn't even have to talk to these niggas again and shit like that. But the fact that he tried to pop his face in there again, like, oh, what's up, guys? You know, see, you making a lot of money. You think I can get a little? No, nigga,
Dumb man,
no.
exactly.
That makes no sense. Like, I don't know what his intention was at first. If he was just like, if he really did love them and all that and wanted to make them big. But motherfuckers gotta stop mixing business with pleasure. Even if you like somebody, when there's money involved, hey, make sure you get that money squared away. Goddamn. Even if you fuck with somebody, make sure you get the money squared away so y'all can still have a friendship and shit like that. So yeah, that definitely was a bad business move to come after us and shit like that. But I don't know. I wonder if he going through a crisis, if he losing money, because that's what most motherfuckers do when they start their money started running low. They started to start scrambling for shit.
The Faze dude,
you know that. Yeah, that Faze Banks dude.
Yeah,
look at they start scrambling like, hey, you owe me money. You owe me money too. Like just out of nowhere, like what the fuck. But
nigga looking at everybody he interacted with.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like this all about, really. Just the money part. The motherfucker just started running out of money, or just started saying he owned niggas. Now he want his money. He want his money back and shit like that. Or like you said, that movie is paying for all this shit. It was like, well, you niggas are making money now. I want my shit back. Like, nah, shit made niggas sign contracts. You got anything else? Or that's it for you?
Nah, that's all I got. I was wondering why I was just seeing this all over the internet, like what's going on, what happened and shit like that. But from what we just watched, yeah, it makes sense. Shit, I'll leave.
And I ain't know Aiden Ross was out there helping them niggas, and he ain't even asked for no money. He just been doing it unless he put in his own little contracts. All the niggas like, I give y'all some money. I need a little bit of that cash on it. Like when y'all niggas start going nuts. If he did a good business move, maybe he was smarter than Faze Banks.
Oh God.
If that's it for you, we're gonna go on and wind down here, y'all. So if you like the video, like the video. If you like the video, comment that you like the video. I don't have anything to comment about today. And if you like the video, subscribe, because we're gonna have way more interesting reactions just like this. We're gonna try to stay caught up a little bit more nowadays on some of the controversies going on. We was doing our own thing at first, just figuring out shit. But yeah, I don't think we have any reference video as far as like any news or anything. But if you want to, get out of, if you want some more drama, I think we do got something. Watch this right here. Yeah. But with all that being said, man, it's been your boy Sim and lllucyd, and we're gonna see y'all on the next one.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Take it easy.